that.
If we're only going to measure how quickly I can memorize things for a test I'll never use again, and it's basically IQ, then there's only going to be one winner of that, or one group of winners.
Yeah.
In this case, there's all sorts of ways you can win, and it's so complicated you can't even keep track.
Yeah.
But what you can keep track of are these stories that are repeated over and over and over again about heroes don't win. When they get knocked down, they get back up.
Yeah.
And it becomes kind of a
resilience
grit,
narrative.
a resilience,
Yeah.
hey, it's a challenge.
Yeah.
We talk about, I may have gotten this from you, like, what are the three monsters? The three monsters are resistance, distraction, and victimhood. It's like, if I can't, which one of those is standing in my way today?
Right.
Resistance, I just need to take the first step, right?
Yeah, and that might just be apprehension of sheer complexity, right?
But what do you do? Take a step, okay?
Yeah.
Distraction.
And if you can't, then take a smaller step.
Exactly. I mean, take one more step towards the elevator.
Yeah.
And so distraction, it's what's valuable to you in focus. I mean, prioritize and focus.
Right.
If it's victimhood, then gratitude is the only substitute, is the only elixir for victimhood.
Yeah.
And so they learn
Yes,
those.
and we should also point out on that regard that gratitude isn't the naive insistence that the world is a perfectly delightful place and that everything is going to go well. Gratitude is a practice, it's a moral virtue, and the virtuous part of it is the courage to find in even the darkest place some light that can guide you through, right? And the willingness to do that, the understanding that that's a practice. I mean, when my wife was extraordinarily ill a few years ago, fatally ill, so the story went. And one of the things she did that was of aid to her physically, because it helped her be less stressed, and that's good on the immunological front, but also spiritually, let's say, was to strive very diligently to look for what she could be grateful for in each day and even in each moment. And in her situation, I think this is very often the case for people who are facing very serious illness, she was grateful for the love and support of her family and her friends. And that was also genuine and also of genuine aid. But it's a courageous practice. It's not a kind of naivety.
And so if you're surrounded by a group that understands if you're playing the part of the victim, they don't say, don't be a victim. They begin to ask you questions about gratitude and give you space, right? And sometimes you want to play the victim for a while.
Yeah, well, sometimes terrible things are happening.
Right. Sometimes, your life's just, and so then you get someone who's actually, I'm very empathetic that that's happening. I'm sympathetic to you that that's happening. But then the answer is, once you're finished with that, what are we going to get up and go do next?
That's
That's good for you, right? And we're going to have this moment.